Hey peeps, what's up? It's your resident free-to-play gacha player Nimious, and I'm here to recap and break down my favorite things about this Faye channel. This aired on February 1st, and seemingly came out of nowhere as it wasn't streamed. That was interesting. But there was a lot to take out of it as it was for the second anniversary of Fire Emblem Heroes. Now I've done a full breakdown of this with friends of the Nimdom, and as well as my first reaction on it. That was all done on stream, and that should be on the channel soon. So if you want a different perspective of rather than what you're going to get here, you can head on to those videos afterwards. But let's start by saying I liked everything about this Faye channel. Sure, there could have been more things to include, fixes to have, and there's still fundamental problems with this game, but when you throw so much free stuff at me, how can I not be happy? That said, second anniversary celebration, let's start this off. Oh, and there was balancing adjustments, and that was cool, but we'll talk about that as we get there. First of all, we get the miscellaneous things, and you know what, I'll skip forward to, oh no, it's here. The miscellaneous things, which is second anniversary celebration login bonus. That's a total of 22 orbs, along with the orbs we normally get, and along with daily reward maps. That's at least 44 orbs you're getting out of this. Real cool. Double EXP and SP event. Okay, I should really be pausing this, shouldn't I? Double EXP and SP event. That's really helpful because you're going to be getting a lot of new heroes here. You're going to max them out really quickly, and if you need to SP grind, great. This got you covered. There's an Ether Raids update, which I like a lot, but we'll get there when we get there. And that's one of the things I really liked about this entire Faye channel, is that they adjusted Ether Raids. Not necessarily what I was looking for, but we'll get there. Need to stop getting off topic. Second anniversary celebration daily summoning events. That's cool. These are the BHB maps. We'll get to that when we get there. BHB summoning events. Special hero summoning event. That's also really cool. We'll get there when we get there. And second anniversary celebration minigame. Find and vote heroes. That's an interesting perspective. That's the basic agenda they gave for us, but realistically, it was a bit more than just that. So everyone already recognizes these heroes. They're from the BHB event, and the BHB events stands for Bound Hero Battles, but they aren't really just two heroes. In the battle themselves, there's only two heroes, but for the banners themselves, they always throw in a third hero. Sometimes the heroes are great, sometimes the heroes are not so great. Going over this really quickly, man, we talked about this yesterday, but if you're just targeting heroes, this is a short of it. You want to go for Minerva on the first banner, 5-star lock, great hero. Jenny on the second banner, 5-star locked. Really good hero. She can lead an AA battle just because gravity, and with a dancer and gravity, you can cheese a lot of AA battles. Third banner, go for greens. Julia Deirdre, great anti-dragons, great heroes in general. Fourth banner, I would go for Swordheart because he's 5-star locked and he's red. Go for Ishtar is great too, but Reinhardt, yeah, 3 and 4 stars. You probably don't need him. You probably have him, so he might cuck you out of 5-star Ishtar. That's not so cool. Now, the next banner doesn't really matter. Go for whatever you want. Probably reds, because that gives you a higher chance of 5-star. Luna, Roy, Cecilia, they're all 3 and 4 stars. For the following banner, it's Hector, Sarah, and Matthew. Just go for Hector, of course. This encounter fodder, and Hector's great. The next banner, with Erica, Ephraim, and Myrrh, you can go for anything you want here. They're all good heroes. Myrrh's probably my favorite one out of them, though. Following banner, go for Lincia. With Ike and Soren, yeah, just go for reds. That gives you, they're 5-star locks. I'm going to try to keep this short, otherwise this video is going to go on so long. We talked about this for so long yesterday. The following banner, go for Micaiah, great. 5-star lock, anti-armor, anti-calves. Next banner, go for Grima, 5-star locked. You know, great dragon. He comes with Vengeful Fighter, Exploration, which has this encounter in it. And final banner, go for Hinoka, because she's 5-star locked. Yeah. I'll try not to make this so quick and messy, but I just want to get through all the content with you guys. Alright, so this is the big part. Why is this a big part? Well, from this entire anniversary, we're going to get at least 3 free heroes. You could get more if you get lucky on the Bound Hero battles and whatnot. So, Bound Hero battle summoning banners. So this was really, really interesting. I'll break it down completely. Well, actually, no, I won't. I'll just list the heroes that are really interesting here. Just keep in mind this. You can get any of these heroes here depending on the orb. The orb. So if you go for a green orb, you have a chance at all the green heroes you see right now. That depends on you. And the heroes that you get also depends. They have IVs. They're not neutral IVs. So you basically have 100% of summoning a hero, but it is all of all the heroes. So my earlier example was green heroes. You therefore have a chance at, man, I shouldn't have done greens. There's so many heroes here. Spring Chrom, Spring Camilla, Summer Tiki, Summer Xander, Summer Elise, Inigo, sorry, that's P Inigo, P Azura, Halloween Henry, Christmas Chrom, Christmas Lissa, and New Year Azura. So in other words, breaking this down, if you go for a green orb, you have a chance at any of those heroes. So it's broken down as in it's 100%, and then you divide it by all the heroes there. So therefore, you have a chance of 9.09%. I think that's what it writes. 9.09% at any of those heroes. So, wait, are we on the right one? Yeah, we are on the right one. Yeah, I just want to make sure. This is gonna be a bit sloppy, but in other words, you have a chance at any of those heroes. So if you went for the red instead, where there's only 4 heroes, which is Summer Leo, terrible. Don't go for Summer Leo. Halloween Noe, greatest belly button in the game. Halloween Tharja, sorry, Christmas Tharja, the first armor hero with no armor, and New Year Camilla. You have a chance at 25% chance at any one of those heroes. So yeah, you gotta break this down in terms of the chances of the hero and the hero you really want. So if you want, say, P Azura, which is what I want, I'm a 9.09% at her. But then there's a bunch of other heroes in green that I'm interested in. Spring Camilla, you know, great flyer. Summer Elise, basically Nino, but, you know, special hero version, and, you know, lolly and cute. Inigo, oh boy, why did I say that? I don't want Inigo. I have so many Inigos. He's kept me away from P Azura forever. P Azura is what I really want. Very easy to tell why. Aurora, great axe, one of the best singers in the entire game, or refreshers, which includes dancers as well. Halloween Jacob, amazing hero, great for the first armored mage in the entire game. Great user. Gromblade, Gron Owl, Chrom, Christmas Chrom, not really, but he's also really good. He's basically green Effie. Winter Lissa is actually really good because she has Bold Fighter, and New Year Azura. So even though I really want only one hero of that entire bunch, I would say like half of those heroes I would be really happy with. So and realistically for me, chances of a hero that I want is over 50%. So for me, I'm going for greens. That's how I would do this if I were you guys. But yeah, fully breaking it down, we already talked about greens and reds. For blues, it's, oh god, it's Spring Xander, one of the worst heroes in the game. Don't go for him. Spring Lucina, she's okay. She was the first hero to come Swift Sparrow, but there's now 15 other heroes with Swift Sparrow, so not really necessary. She doesn't have a good weapon or anything. Bridal Sheeta, she's actually amazing. And Bridal Charlotte, she's actually really, really good too. Those two heroes are really, they've been power creeped a lot, but they still have roles to play, and they're still solid Lancers and solid Blue Mage. Summer Robin, Summer Corin, Inigo, sorry, not Inigo, P.A. Shigure, and Winter Robin. Okay, for blues, I really wouldn't suggest. There's not a lot of good heroes there. I really think it's best heroes highlighting that are Corin, Robin, and probably just Charlotte. It's not very good. That's not my suggestion. But of course, if you like any of them and you want to go for them, go for it. For colorless, it is much, much better. Colorless is actually the best thing about this part of the banner. So it is Bridal Lynn. I'm biased. I like her a lot. She's effectively been replaced by Mikoto, who's a normal hero. But Bridal Lynn, the start of all, basically she has Razzle Dazzle effects. And when she hits you with her staff, she takes counterattack status away from. She puts counterattack status on all the heroes that she hit. It's an AOE. But they have to be next to that whatever you hit for it to work. In other words, you hit something and then they can't counterattack. So if she attacks something and you have another hero attack whatever she just attacked, that hero doesn't get counterattacked. I'm not sure if that was really clean, but that's how it is. Bridal Cordy, of course, she's amazing. 35 attack, 35 speed, very clean. Set the standard for archers. Great hero. P. Olivia, she is interesting. P. Olivia is a better dancer than most dancers because of the flexibility she has in being able to use daggers. Daggers are notorious for being effective against debuffing, and yeah, that's it. Those are really good options though. So she can use Poison Dagger and do effective damage against infantry. She can use Cloud Mayogi. She can use whatever dagger you're thinking of. Kitty Paddle on Halloween Sakura. Whatever. She has a lot of use there, and of course she dances. Halloween Jacob is the best hero from this banner. Bold Fighter, Brave Bow, Death Blow with Armor Boots. Basically one of the most cancerous combinations in the entire game. That Halloween Jacob could just demolish just about anybody. Just about. Not literally. Of course, there's a lot of heroes that can beat him. He's not invincible, but he's so powerful. He's my pick of the best hero on this banner. And then, of course, Halloween Sakura. She has Kitty Paddle. She's anti-mage. And then New Year Takumi. Not actually good. But yeah. Why am I breaking all this down again? Oh yeah, we're recapping this. Go for my opinion, if you want the best hero in this banner, it's Colors. Colors is also, in my opinion, the strongest color here. Followed by Greens. Greens has a lot of useful heroes, but the chances of getting any particular hero is quite low. Followed by... You know what, I'll just throw in Reds and Blues as nearly the same. I like Reds a lot because NY Camilla's decent. Christmas Star does pretty good. Halloween Noe is really good. She's a good Roar Blade user. There's not a lot of flying red mages. There's Samartana, but yeah, she has that cover really well. But Leo's terrible, so to avoid Leo, I really can't suggest Red that well. And Blue's filled with a lot of mediocre heroes. Anyways, that's up to you guys. I just want to break that down quickly. So yeah, a free hero from this batch, I like that a lot. So Faye's about to show you how it works. I mean, I guess we'll just show it. Man, this video is going to be quite long, huh? So she goes for colors. In other words, she has a chance at any colors hero available. So I believe she's going to get Sakura, and Sakura is pretty good, but you know, realistically, if you went for colors, hope you get Jacob. But you know, all the heroes are pretty good. Jacob and Bridal Courtier, they're probably two of the best archers in the entire game. So that's why I think colors is so good. It has a lot of value there, and usually you don't want to pull for colors because there's so few good heroes there. So yeah, to have a guaranteed 5-star there, and a good one at that, amazing. Of course, this is what blew my mind when they did a second banner with a free guaranteed hero. First year, I already really liked the fact that we're getting so many banners and so many chances at a 5-star. They're just free pull banners for most people anyways. But this is amazing. So this is well, these should be all special heroes from the second year, except for Hot Spring Hostilities. That doesn't get included, but you know, it's probably for the better part. This is already filled with heroes. Fun fact, second year, it's filled with girls. Let's actually do a quick comparison. How many girls was... Alright, there were a lot of girls in the first year, but you can at least see a lot of prominent males there. Inigo, Shigure, a lot of banners in the first year, guys, interesting fact, had half of it being males. Second year, they realized what makes them money. IS did anyways, and they just threw girls and girls and girls at you. Boobies, large and small. Girls, large and small. And whatever skimpy costumes they could think of. It's a good business decision since this is a gacha game, but interesting to know. But yeah, the first year you had a lot of banners with two males, say Shigure and Inigo, Spring Crom, Spring Xander, Halloween Jacob, Halloween Henry, Crom and Robin. You get my point, right? Leo and Xander, Gaius and Frederick. You get my point. A lot of these banners are half males. Now we go over to year 2. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, some banners still kept that theme, right? Summer Xander. Sorry. Not Summer. Hoshiden Xander. Hoshiden Ryoma. But then as you progress through the year, you notice, say for Easter, right? Alphonse was the only Easter hero there. Well, it's spring, but whatever. And Serena, Kateria, Kagero. And then you go to like... But yeah, or like the most recent New Year's, it's just Creed. Or for winter, it's just Ephraim. Or for Halloween, it's just Niles. You get the point. The game progressed and changed a lot. You can see the direction Niles is going. But yeah, quickly going over this one. This one's a lot more balanced. There's a lot more good heroes here, and it's not as definite and easy to say this is the best hero here. But the closest thing to that is Halloween Myrrh. Halloween Myrrh is amazing. 180 BST. Great offense hero, great defensive hero, great hero for arena. She kind of just broke the game, and a huge cutie too. Armor Dragons, man. What does she come with? She comes with notable skills anyways. Spirit Breath. If she has more defense, she doubles when she attacks something. Vengeful Fighter, so when something attacks her, she doubles back, and special cooldown. And she has Armor March. She also has a good A skill, so, but yeah, she's just purely amazing. Possibly the best hero here. But outside of that, there is also great support heroes. Great support heroes in, say, Hoshida Micaiah, which is effective against armor, effective against calves. Also a dancer. Winter Erica, fantastic support hero. She doesn't even have to be near a hero to support them, thanks to how her staff and her C skill works. So this banner is filled with great heroes. I could go on and on. Oh yeah, Summer Tiki, anti-dragons, first flying hero that can use Steady Breath. It's Steady Breath in her weapon, so she kind of bypasses things. So she's really good too. But yeah, going over this would take quite a while. There's so many good heroes here. Anyways, the banner's a lot more even in my opinion, so go for whoever you want and whoever you think you like. And the banners themselves are a lot more even in terms of colors. So if you go for a red hero, you have a 14.2% chance of getting any of them. If you go for a blue hero, you have a 12.58% chance of getting any of them. Green heroes is 11.11, and for colors is 11.11. So 1 in 10 chance at least to get the hero that you want if you target a color. But again, I would suggest you go over the colors and then decide which of the heroes you want the most out of them. For me, I'm going red, and here's why. I'm going red because Howie Murr, I already explained, is a fantastic hero. I have a Hoshida Micaiah, but she's minus attack, so I like to fix her. I use her in my Ether raids She's a great hero for Ether raids. There's so many armor heroes, especially Surtur, and she can take care of them. There is Summer Tiki, fantastic flying dragon, anti-dragon as well. There's also Bridal Tharja, amazing. Bridal Camilla. I'm calling it now, 2019 Bridal Camilla. Well, wait, actually, I guess we'll see. It's kind of soon. But yeah, Bridal Tharja, great hero as well. Her tome especially is amazing. Summer Tana, pretty good flyer. She's better than No Way, I think, just slightly. Wow, it's actually completely good. Then you have New Year Gunthra. Oh man, I'm so glad she's here because trying to go for her. Well, actually, Creed's still here too. So yeah, Creed might cook you out of her as well, or of all the other fine girls. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is the entire red banner is amazing. Yeah. And then I would just follow that up with saying, ooh, it's hard to pick for the rest of it. But I think colorless might be second, followed by greens, and then followed by blues. That's how I'd break things down. Notable heroes in colorless are Halloween Mia, Winter Erica, Summer Lind. She's actually really good, 35 attack, 35 speed. People have been saying she's bad. I have no idea why. Summer Takumi. Summer Takumi is 35 attack, 35 speed. She's basically brought a Cordy, but he's flying, and he's also has a really good bow. That's a Desperation bow. Same with Summer Lind. You have Noir. Noir's actually really good. She's like better guys. She's one of the most legitimate quad bow archers in the entire game. Fantastic hero. Kagura's also pretty good. Fun fact, LA Love Abounds. Roy is actually an amazing hero. He is the perfect brave bow hero on a cab anyways, because he hits so hard and he has very little speed, which does a really good job with brave bows. A lot of people do like brave bow Lin, not as good as brave bow Roy in my opinion. 5 sweep Lin though, really good, and of course base Lin. We're talking about brave Lin obviously, so yeah. Okay, so this is getting long. This is gonna take a lot of editing, which I'm probably not gonna do. Damn. Also probably should be telling you that. But yeah, noble green heroes are Hector and Kaguro and Winter Fae. Those are the 3 best ones there. But yeah, this is getting long, so we won't talk about everyone there. Anyways, moving on. Another free hero here. That's great. Oh, this was weird. Yeah, this was weird. I believe she goes green, and she really wants Winter Fjorm. You can tell Faye's a casual FEH player because Winterfjord might be the worst hero in greens. No, that's not true. Yeah, that's not true. But yeah, Hector's definitely much better. Hector's probably the best among the best there, along Kagero and Winterfell. Yeah. So yeah, she should be happy she got a better hero. Who? This starts on the 8th to the 15th. I would say, guys, you should wait a bit before you summon on these banners. Determine which heroes you really need, and be sure about it, because you have a good chance at it. Determine the heroes you really need, I mean. Try to make the most out of the banners, because if you just go for one hero, you're probably going to be disappointed. You have over 10% chance to get the hero you want, but 1 in 10, slightly 1 past 1 in 10, not that good. Alright, this is really interesting. This is essentially a mini CYL, and I believe this is a mini Hero Fest banner. The way it's explained is not completely clear to me. I should probably listen to it again and tell you guys about it. But breaking down really quickly, you basically pick a color, and then it shows all the heroes of that color in the game, and then you find them and then you vote for them. It's like last year's version, but last year you basically just picked the hero you wanted and that was it. This is a bit different. It's a bit more involved with it. I'm not sure if I really like this. It's fun. It's better than last year, sure, but this mock-up of it is kind of sloppy. So it's like last year they gave us a flash game with what was it called again? Basically, you pick a hero that you want. Let's see. Find and vote heroes event. Vote daily for any heroes released through January 2019. And then if you find Alphonse, Serena, and Anna within 3 minutes, you double your vote. So yeah, it's the anniversary heroes summoning event, basically. The top 4 units from the Find and Vote Heroes events are focuses on it. That's at least what we're taking out of it. So yeah, that's super interesting. We should probably break down the heroes that are most worthwhile to go for. So we talked about this on stream and we decided on 4 heroes. I'll decide that. I'll tell you guys in a moment. Anyways, Alphonse, Serena, and Anna, if you find them at 180 seconds after your initial voting, your votes get doubled essentially. And you have 7 votes, I believe. So make sure to vote every day and vote for the heroes that you really want. I'm glad they're doing it this way with all these heroes here instead of last year. Last year, basically, they said, hey, you can pick whatever hero you want. And then they're like Ike. Like Legendary Ike. And everybody was like, wow, Legendary Ike, he seems cool. I like Ike. You like Ike, right? We all like Ike. And then everyone voted for Ike. Despite the fact that ultimately we had better heroes available. I think PA Azura was available in the voting. Who else was it? Oh yeah, Christmas Tharja, she was also available. What I'm saying was there were better heroes involved. Not to say, you know, Radiant Dawn Ike or Legendary Ike isn't good. He's a great free-to-play hero, but I definitely think for most people they could have gotten much more value out of another hero. But yeah, that's what happened last year. This year, they're putting all the different heroes here, so you don't actually have to get biased to pick any of them. So I'm about to help bias the vote here. At least with you guys anyways. Why am I doing this? Well, as much as I want to say vote for whoever you want, let's be a bit smarter about this because there are so many good heroes involved that you might not get another chance at for quite a while, or getting guaranteed one of them is much better in my opinion. So best green hero that you should vote for, I think, is Surtur. This should be self-explanatory. Surtur is amazing. He like when he first got released, it didn't even feel right because it doesn't feel like he should be a playable character in this game, and he really shouldn't be. He's 179 BSC, but he can reach 180. Mine's plus attack, so he's 180. With the IV changes coming up, he's going to be over 180. It doesn't really matter. If you have Emerge anyways. Surtur's Menace is amazing. Samara's amazing. So he does chip damage of 20 if somebody's near him, and he also debuffs and buffs himself. Buffs himself by +4 and debuffs his opponent by +4, creating an effective of 8 difference. This guy breaks the game. He can probably beat most GHBs, most BHBs, most Legendary Heroes battles, whatever you can think of by himself. Great for Ether Raids, great for anything and everything. He is, in my opinion, the best green hero in the game, so I think he's definitely worthwhile going for. And let's be frank here. How often will he be back in this game? Very rarely is my... And even when he does come back, what is going to be on a Legendary Heroes banner? You have a small chance at going for him. He's a game changer for most people. And he's kind of cancerous for the game because she's just way too good. I'm kind of guilty there because I have a +2 Surtur and I really went for him. And nowadays, whenever I'm just lazy for BHP or GHP, I just throw Surtur in. Anyways, Surtur's amazing. For red heroes, it's Halloween Myrrh. We talked about it earlier. Halloween Myrrh, one of the best offensive, defensive heroes in the entire game. Much like Surtur, she kind of breaks the games in some ways, just not as hard as Surtur, but she's amazing armored hero, amazing dragon hero, amazing for everything you can think of. So yeah, if you want an in-depth breakdown of it, there's plenty of guides on Halloween Myrrh, but she's definitely the best red hero, and she's a special hero. Keep that in mind. The next time we have a chance at her is probably next October. That is 8 months now. 8 months from now. Do you really want to wait that long? No, I would say. And yeah, special hero and all. So if you're voting for all the heroes, I think she's probably the best choice. Yeah, that's my opinion anyways. Going to greens. Oh no, we already talked about greens. Going to blues. Oh boy, blues I think was a lot more open. I think I said legendary Tiki because she's like Halloween Myrrh. But she's a legendary hero, and she's also 180 BST, great for arena, great for everything. But, you know, you have a lot more chances at her. The hero that I think everyone would find definite use out of, though, is legendary Azura. She just came out. Everyone knows how good she is. Greatest support hero in the game, offensive support hero at least. That's undebatable. She comes with attack tactic, and then when she dances somebody, thanks to Great Waves and her weapon, if they have like say +6 to attack, it's now +6 to everything, so that's incredible. And thanks to Great Waves, they also get 1 extra movement if they're infantry or flyer. So yeah, she changes the game a lot. She's amazing. But again, it's between for blues anyways, it's between legendary Azura and legendary Tiki in my opinion anyways. Now for colors, this one is kind of rough because I think Duma wins this. For most people, Duma has a lot of use. He's a fantastic hero. He is top 5 in the game in terms of pure offensive stats. His attack is ridiculous. I think he's 4th highest in the game. I think at minimum he has like 60 attack something. So yeah, 59 attack actually, I think. So yeah, he's amazing. Also great for ether raids. Also really interesting thanks to his skills. He does chip damage, and then if anything's damaged, he gets an attack in res +6 and prevents him from doing a follow-up attack. Super good hero. But I think everyone knows he's already super good. The sleeper pick I think is Halloween Jacob again, but you have to build Halloween Jacob. You don't really keep his base builds, but he actually has quite a good guard build, and obviously the Brave Bow build. But yeah, I think Duma's gonna win it, so I'm not gonna bother with it. There's a lot of good colors heroes, but yeah, that's probably a pick. Also, these heroes are likely going to be, well, no, they're going to be neutral IVs, so keep that in mind. And that's why I kept suggesting high BST heroes. When you have such high BST, neutral IVs don't really affect you as much. So a neutral Myrrh, a neutral Surtur, neutral legendary Tiki, neutral legendary Azura, because she doesn't really want to fight, you know. Yeah, keep it in mind, it's neutral IV, so with all these heroes being neutral, you still have immense use out of them. And of course, Duma too. Oh, that was long-winded. You can vote for anybody you want, of course, but if you're trying to make the most out of it, that's my suggestion. That starts on the 3rd. Look forward to it. I should probably do a separate video on this to fully break down the hero choices there, but yeah, you can only vote once per day. I think it's just 1 hero per day. So, again, I think if you had to vote for somebody of the entire banner, even though I'm so biased for Legendary Azura, go for Halloween Myrrh. She is the hardest one to get in that banner, in my opinion, along with Surtur, and she is very influential. But yeah, this game, oh man, I feel like we're getting bribed here, man, because the Fate channel video didn't have a lot of changes to the game. There are changes and big changes, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't necessarily the changes. Like if they announced, hey viewers, we've hired a writer, you're going to have good story from now on, I would be so happy. I'd just be clapping and shit, but I don't think they can announce that. Yeah, it'd be funny to announce. But yeah, they're throwing free heroes at us. Keep in mind, guys, we have 3 free heroes, 2 through the first 2 banners, 1 through this vote. And of course, you have a chance at much more heroes thanks to all the BHP banners. 11 BHP banners, so you got 3% chance at all of them. And then there are, of course, the 44 free orbs. So yeah, great event in terms of free heroes and orbs. Last year I kind of felt they were a bit stingy, so I'm happy about that. Alright, I'm gonna skip forward because she's talking about something, but I don't remember what anymore. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's part 1 of the balancing. Dragon flowers are introduced in the game. These are so good. So good. The only problem with these is they don't affect arena scoring. It's like summoner supporting a hero, except instead of summoner supporting, you have to use flowers. In other words, what I mean is they work in the same things that summoner support works in. Alright? So, like for example, in arena defense, even if you have a hero filled with flowers, they shouldn't show up there. The stat bonuses shouldn't show up there. It's unfortunate, but at least when you're playing, so now you guys already know I use all Generation 1 heroes. All my plus 10 heroes that I use in arena are Generation 1. I use plus 10 Hannah, plus 10 Noe, plus 10 Nino. So yeah, by using Dragon Flowers, they can get all plus one to all stats. But here's the fun thing. For Generation 1 heroes, they actually get another plus 5. And by the way, that's your cap, plus 5. It's 2 stats. So Generation 1 heroes actually get plus 10 to stats. And the way it works is that it increases from, infantry heroes released from now on can only be strengthened 5 times, but infantry heroes from the past can be strengthened up to 10 times. That balances the game out because you're essentially adding 5 BST to the heroes. Now, it's evenly distributed, but that's still a big help, right? So for balanced heroes, for me, for example, with Noe, plus 2 to all stats is immensely useful. I'm going to pause this real quick because I'll explain this in a moment too. Anyways, so for me, because I use green dual infantry Nino, she's kind of lacking from Fury. Now it's not such a big deal because Fury just gives plus 3 to all stats. If I give her 10 green flowers, she's going to have plus 2 to all stats. So, and she doesn't have the Fury knockback, so she makes up for the lost A skill like this. That's one way to view it. And it balances the game out because that's plus 10 to BST. So even though she has 150 something BST, she's now at 160 something. It's a lot more usable. And of course, the same thing with Noe. She's at 160 BST. I don't even remember anymore. 162, something like that. Yeah, she's a lolly dragon. She's now like 170 something. So yeah, it balances the game out. It makes it less of a need to depend on armor heroes just because they have higher stats. Now the stats are more balanced out. Of course, armor heroes will still have better stats and access to crazy powerful skills like, Vengeful Fighter, Bold Fighter, and a lot of times they have crazy weapons anyways, so. But it balances the game out a bit, and I really like that fact. The only problem is it doesn't affect arena, and there is a problem if it does affect arena. Imagine if you spent hundreds of dollars to plus 10 3 armored heroes just so you can compete for top 1k all time, and now all of a sudden they do this change, and now people are threatening your position in arena with plus 10 infantry heroes. That wouldn't be cool, right? So I understand what they're doing by keeping it from affecting arena, but one of the issues in this game is that arena lacks variety. By the time you reach tier 20 and tier 21, you virtually only fight armored heroes, unless they're a bonus hero, but you virtually only fight armored heroes at that point. And because you can only use one hero, which often means we use our free hero because you need your bonus hero to get kills to get extra points. That sucks. You use the same hero to kill everything, and everything you kill are basically the same group of heroes. Not very fun. So I kind of wish they'd change it up. So if it did affect points, then you would fight a variety of heroes, armored, infantry. Actually, it would just be armored infantry because flyers and calves, they don't get plus 10 to points. They just get plus 5. But you get my point. It's a good change, and I like it a lot. I just kind of wish they did let it affect a bit more, even if it does break the game. So the way you get flowers is this. You basically throw them into a fight. Apparently, it's specific to each fighter, and you can throw in 2 heroes in them. And you get flowers based on winning these ordeal fights. So it shouldn't be too hard to max out heroes. So plus 5 them or plus 10 them through flowers. Interesting change, but yeah, keep in mind it goes by. So if you have 5 flowers, you add plus 5 to all stats. But if you only throw in 1 flower, it goes the same way as it merges. So if your HP is your highest merge, it'll go for HP first. Highest point, it'll go to HP first. And if attacks are highest, it'll go to attack. So it's not going to go at HP, attack, speed, in order. It's going to go in order of your highest stats. If that makes any sense. Sorry if it's confusing. The next biggest thing is the ether balancing. Okay, it's not really balancing, but the ether changes. I like this a lot because My issue with Ether raids has always been that we have to play every single day. Not cool. Some days I'm really busy and I don't want to play Ether raids, but I have to because there's a free battle every day. The game's forcing me to play every day. It's good and bad because the tier I'm at right now, tier 20, tier 21, is where I can reasonably get if I win all my battles. Reasonably get if I win all my battles. Keywords. What does that mean then? Every single day, I'm taking my time on the battles. So a single Ether raid battle can take up to 30 minutes. You don't want to make a mistake. You double check everything. And every single day doing that, kind of stressful, takes a lot of time. Not a fan of that. What they're doing now instead is no more free battles. I know it doesn't say it here, but there's no more free battles. Instead, your Ether required for battles will be cut in half. This is actually better in my opinion. So right now in a normal battle, I'm using 110, 115, something like that Ether a battle. All right. If they cut it in half and they max it out at 50, in other words, for one battle, I'm now getting 2 battles out of it. So that's really useful. That helps a lot. And in other words, I get a, oh man, I'm losing my thoughts here. I get 2 battles instead of 1, and I can now don't have to do it every single day. So that helps a lot. For the lower players, this helps a lot too because it cuts in half. So when you first start, you get like what, 40 battles from your, I don't know how many battles you're gonna get, but you get so many battles from your initial pool of Ether. Anyways, all battles will require Ether, including the first one day. Okay, yeah, it does say it there. Sorry. Interesting change, but I like that. I don't want to play Ether raids every day and be stressed every day. I'd rather do it in one session at a time. Now, this is the second part of the change. You now have higher AR tiers. AR tiers up to 27. This is good and bad. All right, you see at the bottom says for AR tiers 22 and above, be aware that at the end of the season, the starting AR tier will start to 21. So in other words, if you're 27, you go back to 21, and everyone works from 21. So 21 is now the competitive tier. Everyone will basically be at 21, and they'll see how far they can get. And you might be like, Nim, six tiers extra? Wow, that's a lot. Not really, because you can see here the lifts differences between each tier is so small. 11,400 to 11,799. That's just 300. And then if you get 1 point higher than that, you're in AR tier 23. And so on and on and on. And it helps a lot because that's extra grails, extra stones. It actually kind of spirals things out of control, though. Extra stones means you get more upgrades than your opponent. And then so the people who are on top actually have slightly bigger advantages. And obviously they can grill heroes like Avrora, who are incredibly useful in Ether raids. Of course, the extra flowers also helps them personally for whatever they do, for whatever heroes they want to enhance. So it's a big change, but again, I like this change because it makes it more competitive and there's more reason to be focused here. And winning extra battle or two now makes such a big difference because it's a difference between AR tiers. So it promotes people to try harder. The unfortunate thing is this supports whales the most. Now it makes more sense to bring in multiple airs. It makes more sense to have 2 Dumas built up. Yeah, and then when future heroes come out, future mythic heroes come out, they're going to have other effects that affect Ether raids. So again, I really wish they made the competitive aspects of FEH more about skill, but as it is, it's still more about who has a bigger wallet size. Now, I'm not saying someone who has skill can't reach AR tier 27. You probably could. If you lose no battles a day, if you win every single battle, and you have enough airs, you're going to make it. It's just for most people that's not very plausible. For whales where they have extra tools, they have not only more heroes, better built heroes, but they have access to all the airs, to Dumas, and to whatever mythic heroes in the future that affect Ether raids. They have all that extra help. It's much easier for them. I just wish they didn't do that. I wish the game was more skill based, but yeah. It's an interesting change, and we're going to have that now. AR tier 21 is now the officially competitive tier, and everything above is really what you're striving for. Alright, Merge Allies update. I don't think I'm going to really talk about this. I'll skim through it. I wouldn't really count this as a big change from this banner itself, because... this Fate channel itself, because it was already revealed ahead of time. They're basically just showing you what it does. So boons and banes, in other words, it removes your banes, and if you have no banes, it goes for your 2 highest stats with an extra point there, and then a third, and then your third highest stats gets, your first 3 highest stats get extra point if you're a neutral hero. But if you have a bane, it removes the bane. That's basically how it works. This is good for the game, good for everybody involved, good for whales too, by the way. But good for everyone involved, because now there's a lot of extra promise to doing one merge, because normally when you do one merge, you only get plus two to stats, and that's probably not so useful. Now if you do a merge, you get +3 to removal of your bane, at least +3, because if they have super bane, it'll remove that as well, and then +2 stats on top of that. So your first merge has at least 5 stats increase, which is effectively worth 2.5 merges when you started the game out. Now of course it's not as good as 2.5 merges, because you know, removing a bane isn't as useful as, say, increasing your attack multiple times, or your speed, extra points in attack and speed instead. But still, it's a big difference maker. And also affects arena, because by removing the banes, your BST should increase overall, and it can increase you and put you into other bins. So that's a good change, and that should happen whenever this update is. Okay, how long is this video? 42 minutes. Good lord. This was not my intention, guys. I just wanted to do a quick recap, quick breakdown of all the changes. But now we are 42 minutes into this. The cute art at the end is really nice too. I'm a big fan of the artists in this game. One of the biggest reasons I still play this game, and I know I've said a lot of bad things about this game. Well, it's not even my fault. The game has a lot of questionable things in it that I wish they changed, or they should be changing, and didn't change. But this is one of the most uplifting things I've seen in a long time. I'm sorry, I still think Book 3 Fade Channel was lackluster, slow, and terrible. It basically introduced a story, which, as we can see, the story is lackluster, simple. If we can even call it simple, there's virtually no depth to it. And they spent over half of that on that, and then introduced beast units, but didn't tell you anything about the beast units, so they just threw that in. Coming off of that Fate Channel, I was not in a good place with this game. I just had 0 expectations at all. I mean, I had some expectations for story, but they quickly ruined that. So having this Fate Channel and it coming out of nowhere and giving you so much stuff and having some balancing in it, I'm really happy about it. Now I just wish they can follow up on this properly. That's what I wish. But yeah, quick summary, guys. You get login bonuses of 22 orbs. There's double EXP and SP. There's daily reward maps, which are 2 orbs for 11 days. There is an anniversary decoration scheme for your castle. Wow, I didn't talk about that. There's Merge Allies update. There's Ether Raids changes. There are the free heroes with the daily BHP banners, 11 total. 2 special heroes banners, which you have 100% chance at. And then the Find and Vote heroes event, which also goes into the second hero summoning event. So that is everything. Oh boy, it took a while, huh? Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, drop a like. If you really enjoyed, drop a subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for continuing to support me all this time. I will make more videos that are offline in the future, but yeah, I wanted to do a quicker version, skimmed down version, breakdown, summary of everything I liked of the banner. Well, it's misleading. I liked everything. But yeah, I wanted to do that for this Fate channel. Unfortunately, it was super long. That art is amazing. Also, we gotta go back real quick. Ugh. Can anyone explain this to me? Why are these two together? Okay, when you first see that, you're like, wow, this is cool. This is a throwback to like Star Wars or something. It's not Star Wars, by the way. It's so cool. All these burly men, they're screaming. It looks epic. Does anybody notice the two? Do you see their hands? Dorcas is cupping, and then sorry. Dorcas is his hand is straight, like a duck, and no, wait, Dorcas is cupping. Arden's hand's straight. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. And they're making a 2 together, and they're screaming, and they're naked. What the heck is going on? It's super cool looking, but it doesn't change the fact that they're hiding something in plain sight. This is really awkward. But this is probably one of my favorite ones, favorite art pictures of this entire show that they've given us. Actually, do we really want to do that? This is already super long, but I guess I'll quickly go over some of the art that I like too. Oh boy. Oh, also, this person, I think Yura draws Yaoi. That's why they have those two together. All right, this I really like. What do you guys think of that? If we had special heroes in this game, and it was just modern clothing on them. Now, it doesn't fit anything at all, but, you know, special heroes just being alt lands, I guess these would be alts too, but I would find it kind of cool. Seeing Fjorm with a scarf, Levitin, looking like a bad girl. I can't even say that. It's really cute. I like it a lot. But yeah. Yeah, that's your art. That's your art. Anyways, that's your video. I was going to talk about Chrom and Lucina, but people at the stream already know what I said about that. Hope you guys enjoyed again, and I'll see you guys next time. Great Faye channel, and I hope they can follow up on this properly. Bye bye.